Dear brothers and sisters, today we unite in spirit before our Almighty Father, lifting our voices in the power of Psalm 7, a cry birthed from the depths of a heart wounded by injustice and pursued by false accusations. In this powerful psalm, we witness the cry of a man chased not just by enemies, but by lies and betrayal. This man is David, a warrior, a poet, and a servant, who despite all, turned to the Lord as his sole refuge. David knew something many of us forget in moments of pain, that only God can truly judge the heart and vindicate the innocent. There are times when evil rises without warning, when we are falsely accused, misunderstood, or unfairly treated. And in those moments, it is not revenge or bitterness we need, it is God's justice. He is the righteous judge who never overlooks our tears. When no one else understands, when others turn their backs, God stands up for his children. If you're going through a storm right now or know someone who is, type that name in the comments. Let's build a wall of prayer around those who are in desperate need. Prayer is not a ritual, it's a weapon. It breaks chains, silences lies, and brings justice where the world offers none. So, don't keep this to yourself. Subscribe to this channel so you can keep fueling your spirit with truth and prayer. Let this be your place of refuge too. Now, together as one, with hearts full of trust, let's cry out with boldness to the God who sees all and defends the oppressed. Most High and Sovereign God, today I raise my voice to you, seeking the comfort that only your holy presence provides. There is no power in heaven above, on earth beneath, or in the depths below that can rival yours. You alone are the righteous judge, the one who sees beyond appearances, who examines the heart, who discerns every motive, every hidden desire, every silent cry. In you, my soul finds peace. In you, I am safe. Rescue me, Lord, from the hidden snares of the enemy, the silent traps, the whispered lies, the plots crafted in darkness. Evil often hides in plain sight, dressed in false light, trying to shake my faith, stir confusion, and bury truth. But I cling to you. Your hand shields me. Your presence surrounds me. Your truth fights for me when I cannot see the battle. Let the wicked gather. Let the schemers conspire. Let those who hate righteousness whisper behind closed doors. I will not be shaken, for you, O Lord, are my stronghold. False accusations may fly, but you are my vindicator. Weakness may try to grip me, but you are my strength. Even if the pit is dug beneath my feet, you are the one who lifts me up and plants me on solid ground. Lord, let not the wicked triumph. You are the God of perfect justice, the one who sees all, knows all, and repays each person according to truth. Those who plant seeds of evil will one day face the bitter fruit of their own corruption. Those who dig traps for the innocent will fall into them. Those who hurl arrows laced with malice will be wounded by their own words. For it is written in your word, no shadow can conceal the guilty from your gaze. No lie can outsmart your divine wisdom. No human scheme can overpower your sovereign will. So I lift my voice to you, mighty God. Hear my cry and move in power. Let every evil strategy unravel. Let every slander spoken against me be silenced. Let every curse spoken in secret be shattered by the power of your name. Let every corner of darkness be flooded with the brilliance of your glory. Cover me, Lord, in the armor of your righteousness. Encircle me with your holy fire, that no evil can penetrate. Remove from my life every deception, every hidden attack, every force of darkness sent to derail my purpose. For I know my true battle is not against what I see, but against unseen powers that wage war in the spirit. Yet I am not afraid, because I dwell in the shelter of the Most High. I rest under the shadow of the Almighty, and no weapon formed against me will prosper. Father, let your truth wrap around me like a shield, strong, unbreakable, unshakable. Let your word be the sword I carry, sharp and sure, cutting through lies and fear. Let your Holy Spirit lead me step by step through every valley and into every victory. Do not let my feet slip, Lord. Hold me steady when the ground trembles. Lift me up when I feel weak, and place my feet firmly on the path of righteousness. For I am certain, those who put their trust in you will never be disgraced. They will not be silenced, they will not be broken, and they will never be destroyed. I lift up your name with joy, Lord. I declare your greatness, your unmatched power, and your endless mercy. Though the mountains may fall into the sea, Though the oceans roar with chaos, though the world itself turns against me, still I will stand firm, anchored in your presence. Because you are faithful, God. You never sleep. You never lose a battle. You never walk away from those who cling to you. Abba, Father, I lay it all before you now. My life, my future, my fears, my fights, my every breath. You see it all. You care deeply, and at the right time, in the right way. Your justice will break through like the dawn. My confidence rests fully in you, Lord, for you are my everlasting refuge and my unshakable foundation. Rise up in your might, O God, you who judge not by appearance but by the truth of every heart. Look now upon those who conspire in secret, those who whisper lies and set silent traps to see me fall. I know, Lord, that the enemy is relentless. He doesn't sleep. He hides in shadows, setting ambushes, unleashing words like arrows, scheming to wear me down and silence my faith. But here and now, before your holy presence, I lift up my cry. Tear down every trap, shatter every demonic plan. Let the darkness that tries to cover my life be scattered by the brilliance of your glory. For your word declares, he who digs a pit will fall into it. He who sets a snare will be caught by his own device. And so I pray, mighty God, if there are hands secretly weaving harm against me, let them reap only what they've sown. If lying tongues are raised to condemn me, expose them in the light of your truth and let every accusation crumble. The enemy may think he can crush my spirit, that his words can wound, that his manipulations can break me, but he forgets who stands beside me. But the enemy forgets. He forgets that the Lord is my shield. He does not understand that my confidence is not built on human strength, not in the power of my hands, but in the unshakable might of the Most High God. So now I rise in the authority of his name and declare war against every spirit of deception. Let every word spoken in darkness against my destiny be broken by the sword of the Lord. Let every secret scheme be dragged into the light and dismantled by divine justice. For my God is a righteous judge. He will not allow the innocent to be disgraced, nor will he let the faithful fall into the hands of the wicked. Father, your word is my stronghold. Your presence is my unbreakable shelter. Your power is my impenetrable defense. Just as David pursued and hunted, found safety under your wings, so do I hide myself in you, Lord, my rock, my redeemer. I am not alone. I never was. For the Lord surrounds me like a shield, standing between me and every injustice, every accusation, every trap. No matter who speaks against me, no matter what forces try to bring me down, I remain unshaken, because my help comes from the Maker of heaven and earth. O God, you are the Lord of hosts, the commander of angelic armies, the defender of those who trust in your name. And I declare boldly, I will not fear, for your justice is sure, and your victory is already written. The Lord sees what no eye can perceive. He knows the silent strategies of the wicked and brings to light every hidden motive. He examines hearts and exposes every secret scheme, just as Daniel was cast into the lion's den, not for wrongdoing, but because of envy and evil plotting. Yet he came out untouched, preserved by divine protection. I believe with all my heart. No pit dug for me will succeed. No weapon formed by the enemy will overcome me, for the Lord commands his angels concerning me, to guard me in all my ways. Just as you silenced the lions that roared against Daniel, silence every voice raised to slander me, shut every mouth filled with poison, cancel every curse and accusation sent to destroy, because I belong to you, Lord, and those who place their trust in you will never walk in shame. Today I speak freedom over my life. Every chain is broken. Every word cursed against me is powerless. Every persecution is stopped in its tracks. The Lord is my fortress. He is my rock, my unmovable, indestructible shield. Every evil plot aimed at my life is undone, right now. Every demonic trap is consumed by the fire of the Holy Spirit. Every obstacle in my path is being moved by the hand of God, for whoever dares to rise against a child of God is setting themselves against the Lord of hosts, and against him no enemy stands a chance. So I rest in you, Lord. You are my refuge, my protection, my hiding place forever. I rest in the unshakable truth that the enemy has already lost. The chains that once held me are shattered. The snares laid before me are destroyed, and the victory belongs to you, and you have placed it in my hands. The Lord himself fights for me. and when he goes before me, nothing can stand in my way. Lord my God, my provider, my sustainer, today I stand in faith and raise my voice to ask for your abundance over my life. You are the owner of all creation. The gold is yours, the silver is yours, and nothing is too hard for you. Your hand is mighty to provide. For your word declares, the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. So, Father, hear the cry that rises from my soul. Tear open the heavens. Let blessings flow like rivers. Let your provision come swiftly and without limit. Everything withheld, be released. Everything delayed, be accelerated. Everything stolen, be restored by the authority of your name. Father, I trust that those who walk in obedience will never be abandoned. You are faithful to provide for your children. So I surrender it all into your hands. I rest in your promises, and I declare, lack has no place in my life. I believe lack will not rule over my house, because the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. O sovereign Su, God, I lift my voice to you. Breathe growth over every area of my life. Let my plans flourish. Let my work be fruitful. Let the labor of my hands be richly blessed. May everything I touch thrive. May every project I begin succeed. May every step I take lead me into blessed ground. I reject the spirit of delay and defeat. I rebuke every force that tries to paralyze my progress, for I am called to move forward, and when the Lord declares advancement, nothing can hinder it. Father, I understand that true prosperity is not found only in material things. Real abundance flows from your presence, from the peace you give, from the love you pour into our hearts. So I cry out not only for financial breakthrough, but for spiritual abundance. Increase my faith, strengthen my spirit, draw me deeper into your presence, into communion with you, because the highest wealth I can possess is to dwell with you, and I know without a doubt that when I seek your kingdom first, every other blessing will chase after me. O Father, you are the God who multiplied the widow's oil, who fed thousands with just a few loaves, who transformed water into wine with a single word. You are the God of miraculous increase, and I believe with all my heart, just as you multiplied in the lives of those who trusted you, you will multiply in mine. Multiply my provision, multiply my energy, multiply the doors of opportunity before me, for I am your servant, and in you I place all my trust. Today I rise against every spirit of defeat. Today I declare that my life will overflow with your abundance. Today I speak over my future and declare, every path before me will be fertile soil, ready for miracles to grow, for the seed of faith has already been sown, and now with expectation I await the harvest you have promised. I believe, Father, that the best is not behind me, but ahead of me. I believe your mighty hand is guiding me forward. O Lord of hosts, I lift my heart to you in adoration. I raise my voice in gratitude, and I exalt your name, for you alone deserve all glory, all honor, and all praise. There is none like you, O Lord. Your greatness has no limit. Your justice is flawless. Your mercy endures forever. Even in the fiercest storms, I have found shelter under the shadow of your wings. When everything around me seemed to collapse, it was your hand that upheld me. And now, with a soul full of gratitude, I bow before you, Most High, and worship your holy name. I know that your ways are not always easy to understand. There are moments when the winds rage, when the trials feel relentless, and the human heart is tempted to question. But I make a choice today, to trust. I choose to lift praise from the middle of the valley. I choose to exalt you even when the breakthrough has not yet arrived, because I know you are good, always. I know your faithfulness does not waver with the storms, and I know that your plans are higher, wiser, and more perfect than mine. When I open your word, I don't just read stories. I see living proof of your power in action. Job, clothed in ashes and deep sorrow, still chose to worship you, even when he could not grasp the reason behind his suffering. He acknowledged that all things come from your hand, and that your will reigns above all else. And in the fullness of time, you restored him. You poured out abundance upon his life, and turned his pain into a living testimony of your glory. Today, Lord, I take hold of that same faith. Even when the road ahead is hidden, I choose to lift my voice and proclaim, You are worthy of praise, for I know the story you are writing with my life will bring honor to your holy name. O God, there are moments when the soul feels exhausted, when the weight of life seems too heavy to carry. There are days when the heart bleeds, when the battles have no end, and the winds of adversity blow without mercy. Yet even in these moments I know I am never alone. You see me. You know every silent ache within. You understand even the cries I cannot form. Your presence surrounds me like a shield, lifting me, sustaining me, breathing new strength into me. Lord, how many times have I knelt without strength, without words to speak, carrying only a shattered heart in your presence? How many nights have I simply wept before you, without knowing what else to do? And in every single one of those moments, you heard me. In the thickest of nights, your light found me. When I walked through barren deserts, it was your hand that held me up. That is why I come to you again, Lord. Not in fear, but in faith. Not in confusion, but in trust. My tears are not signs of defeat. They are proof that I know where my help comes from. Father, there are so many today who carry invisible burdens, so many who sit in silence, hearts breaking under the weight of life's pain, the overlooked, the outcast, the betrayed, and the forgotten. But you, Lord, never overlook a broken spirit. You are the refuge for the weary, the answer for those who cry out with trembling lips. Your justice never sleeps. Your eyes scan the earth, and not a single tear goes unnoticed. Before your throne, O Mighty One, I lift every person crying for justice, every soul aching for deliverance, every heart in need of a miracle. I intercede for those who have no more strength to pray, whose voices have been drowned in sorrow and silence. Stretch forth your arm, Lord. Let your presence wrap around each one. Fill the empty spaces. Bind up the wounds. Rebuild what has been shattered. You are the God who never fails. Your word is living and active, and your justice arrives not late, but always on time. So I cry out in hope, I wait in trust, and I rest in the shelter of your promises. For I know you hear, you see, and with your mighty hand you lift me. God, when human justice crumbles, yours stands unshaken. I don't need to take matters into my own hands. You are my strength, my shield, my unwavering defense. When the wicked celebrate their schemes, when they believe they've succeeded in secrecy, you, O Lord, sit enthroned above all, laughing at their vain imaginations. For nothing escapes your sight, and in the appointed moment, you expose the false, silence the proud, and bring hidden wickedness into the light. Whom shall I fear, Lord, if you are by my side? What storm can shake me if the captain of angel armies fights for me? Yes, evil may rise. Yes, injustice may make noise, but it will never overpower your truth. The words of the wicked may cut deep, but your voice, Lord, shatters their threats. It silences every false accusation, breaks every unseen snare. I remember Daniel, thrown into a den of lions, targeted by envy and lies, yet untouched, because your justice overshadowed every plot, and the very ones who dug his grave fell into it themselves. For no one who rises against your chosen can prevail. So I stand firm, not because I am strong, but because you are my righteous judge, my advocate in the highest court, my unshakable shelter. Your timing is not rushed, but always perfect. Your justice may wait, but it never fails. Every tear I've cried in secret is seen by you. Every word spoken in darkness will be brought to light. You are the God who overrides decrees, who breaks through locked doors, who changes outcomes no man can alter. That is why I lift my voice to you, because I trust, I rest, and I know, when you move, no one can stop you. Lord, as I close this time in prayer, my heart stands, firm in unwavering faith. You are the God who sees every hidden thing, who hears the silent cries, who judges with perfect truth. When evil surrounds me, when deception rises like a flood, when darkness tries to silence my voice, you remain my light, my refuge, my unwavering hope. Though the battle rages loud, though the enemy plots in secret, you, O Lord, are my shield, the one who never allows injustice to reign. Like David, I lift my cry before your throne. Frustrate the plans of the wicked. Let their own snares entangle them. Let every weapon turned against me be shattered by your power. For only you are righteous to judge. You weigh not appearances, but intentions. You do not forget the cries of the afflicted. In your courtroom, lies crumble. Before your presence, no evil can stand. You are the judge who vindicates the innocent and silences the accuser with truth. So I rest in you, Lord. Let your hand uphold me. Let your arm fight for me. Let your justice fall like thunder over every injustice committed against me. Psalm 7 is not just a prayer. It is a weapon of truth. David stands falsely accused, surrounded by those who seek to destroy him, attacked by words meant to ruin his name. But instead of fighting in the flesh, he lifts his voice to heaven, knowing that the righteous judge sees it all. This psalm teaches us that we don't need to prove ourselves to the world. We only need to be right before God. For when he fights for us, no accusation stands. When he rises in justice, every tongue must fall silent. Yet in the midst of betrayal and deep injustice, David doesn't allow bitterness to take root. He lifts his eyes to the heavens and places his cause in the hands of the righteous judge. What is the deepest lesson we take from Psalm 7? That in the face of slander, persecution, and false accusations, when the weight of lies feels unbearable, it is not our voice that must be loudest, but God's justice that must be trusted. He alone sees the whole picture. He alone knows what no one else can perceive. God reads the heart. He discerns intentions. David doesn't cry for revenge. He doesn't seek to destroy those who hurt him. Instead, he appeals to a justice that is higher than man's. He believes that in due time, God will act, and when God moves, he never makes mistakes. This is the path we must follow. When we are slandered, misjudged, or falsely accused, the flesh wants to retaliate, to prove our innocence at all costs. But Psalm 7 reminds us, we are not called to fight with human weapons, but to trust the God who never overlooks injustice. He hears, he sees, he knows, and he moves. There is no evil plan he cannot cancel, no accusation he cannot overturn, no injustice he cannot redeem. God is not just aware, he is active. He rises on behalf of his children. He silences lying tongues. He breaks the power of manipulation and deceit. So we place our case in his hands. We don't deny the pain. We don't pretend the attacks don't wound. But we declare that they will not define us. They will not defeat us. Because God, our defender, never fails. David was delivered from the hands of his enemies, and the same God who defended him defends us today. The justice that reached David is the same justice that watches over our lives, steadfast, perfect, and unfailing. This is the truth we hold on to. No matter how fierce the accusations, no matter how dark the schemes, no matter how many rise against us, God's justice is never late. It may not come when we expect, but it always comes right on time. And when it does, every lie is exposed, every plan of the enemy is undone, and the name of the Lord is glorified. So when we feel surrounded, when our hearts are heavy from injustice, when our name is dragged through the dust, let us remember David. Let us remember Psalm 7. Let us remember that our defender never sleeps. He never overlooks pain. He never leaves the innocent without a voice. In his time, he lifts us up. He clears our name, and he makes truth shine like the sun at noon. No one who trusts in God will ever be put to shame, because the God of justice always has the final word. Amen.